right, Katie, I'm here to answer your questions. First, you have numbers, like four numbers, 1, 5, 10, 100, and you want to get the probability where when you pick just two numbers out of four numbers, and the sum of those two numbers is greater than 100. So then what that means is you must pick 100, right? You must pick 100. So 100 should be picked. Then you have three different numbers to choose from. So it's 1 times 3C1. 1 times, this means you are just picking 100, right? And now the only possible cases is 4C2. So 3C1 over 4C2, which is 3 over 6. Therefore, 0.5 is the answer. Okay, moving on to the next problem here. So I know how you solve this problem here. So when you simplify the denominator, and then you gotta find where the denominator is zero, right? So the denominator is zero when this is satisfied, right? So 3 times sine x is equal to -2. Then if you solve it, then sine x is equal to -2 over 3. I think you just directly put arc sine here. And that doesn't work out because if you draw sine x, and then it says the domain is from 0 to 2 pi, right? So it's from 0 to 2 pi. And -2 over 3 is going to be around here, right? So then this one get counted. And anything over pi over 2, anything over pi over 2, anything more than that is not is not counted as the not the domain, as the what is that, as a range of as a range of um, arc sine, because when you take arc sine, you always need to think that that this is actually the part a part of the sine function. Then it goes from negative pi over 2 to pi over 2. What is reflected on arc sine function is just this part. So like I said, this is sine x, and the inverse function of this is, yeah, this is arc sine. So it ranges from, so now it goes from -1 to 1. So the domain here is now -1 to 1, and the range is from negative pi over 2 to pi over 2. As you see, if you plug in negative 2 over 3, then somewhere around here is get reflected, and then you would, I think you definitely got a negative value as your answer. But well, there's no negative choice, therefore negative value cannot be the answer. So um, this should be the answer. So this is -2 over 3, and wherever they meet, we need to look for the x values there. So what we know is that these two values, whatever they are, they're greater than pi, where pi is in radian 3, not in radian, I mean in real number, is 3.14, right? So we gotta find anything that is greater than 3.14. Therefore, the answer is, I think, the last one. Okay, okay, the answer is E. So now 41, x squared minus y squared is 72. Then this is a difference of squares, so it gets simplified like this. So, but you gotta realize that x minus y and y minus x, they are actually different. In fact, y minus x is the additive inverse of x minus y. So therefore, you wanna if you want to turn this into x minus y, you gotta multiply -1 to both sides. If you multiply -1 to both sides, then what happens is you get x minus y, and it is exactly the same as negative 6. So all you need to do is just put this value into negative 6. Then you know that this value has to be negative 12. So the answer is negative 12. And so for this one that you asked, I mean, the answer is just straight up any exponential functions because you see ax plus 3 is ax and a cubed, right? The only thing that satisfies is this. So if log functions were the answer, then you would have something like this. Why? Because it's the same as. So yeah, I explained this I think quite a few times here. So what I explained was the exponential functions are the functions that turn addition into multiplication. And on the other hand, logarithm functions do the opposite. Okay, this is it. If you have more questions, keep sending them away. Okay, bye.